Hello everyone. Today what we will be doing is we will discuss about the SSB procedures. Hello everyone. In case I am audible to you, I would wish if you can just respond to us by raising your hands or your thumb impression, by which I can get your information that how many students are there online. Yeah. Hi, this is Arman Rajput. Yes, he has joined. Arman Rajput has joined. So gentlemen, what we'll be doing is today we'll be discussing about the SSB process and how things takes place at the SSB. When we talk of, let's say, am I audible? Aman, am I audible to you all? क्या मेरी आवाज़ आप तक पहुंच रही है? जस्ट फॉरवर्ड मी ए मैसेज. आप मेरे पास मैसेज भेजें. ओके, फाइन इनफ, फाइन. So what we'll do is we'll have some sort of discussion over the complete SSB procedure. First thing is this, and further what we'll discuss is how to get recommended. Bhai, how to get recommended is the most important thing. Let me tell you. Recommendation is actually not easy. Let me tell you again, recommendation is not actually easy, but it is actually very, very easy. That means to say, if you follow the correct procedure, you are definitely going to get successful. You will definitely get recommended. I am pretty sure about it. Fine. So the important thing here to note is about the SSB. First thing is your filling of documentation. Filling of documents. Whatever documents might be there, it is very precious for each one of you to ensure that the documents are filled properly. Sometimes what happens is the candidates know that they have done something in their past. Let's say you have played, let's say you've played Kho-Kho in your class 6th, in your class 7th, but you are not mentioning that. When I talk of the PIQ form, you are not mentioning that. What are your hobbies? How you are going to ensure the upgrading of your hobbies, your co-curricular activities which you have already participated in during your school times, and also very important role is played when you are a part of any sports. Fine. Now, filling of documentation, when we talk of, it is most important to have correct PIQ form filled up. Now this PIQ form ensures how your interview is going to go about it. Yes, it is completely related to it. In case you fail to write the correct thing, which you yourself have already mentioned that I am good at it, or I have already undergone that thing. If you yourself is not aware, then my dear students, it is not possible that you get recommended. Apart from that, you also must have seen the OLQs, that is officer-like qualities, which are required. What we do at our location, we inculcate certain habits based on which the qualities of every candidate is upgraded, ensured that he comes up to the level of SSB and get recommended in his first attempt. Let me reiterate, we have taught 8 candidates, out of which all the 8 candidates have been recommended, and therefore taking personalized interest on the candidates is a must. And what the rest of the academies know, everybody is aware of. What they do, everybody is aware of. Now, PIQ form is a must. Second, we come on to screening. Screening, you all must be aware of. Screening plays a very, very important role. Besides clearing, besides you face the overall complete series, that is the psychological series, GTO series, and the interview part. In case if you follow us in screening, that is, first thing comes up with verbal and non-verbal. Verbal and non-verbal. Second is picture, story and narration. This is important. Verbal and non-verbal, even if you are average, it would be okay, but average in the sense, say 60% is minimum requirement, and apart from that, picture, story and narration requires a good communication skill. Good communication skills would be required, especially for narration part. Fine? And once you are through, if you have that good communication skills, it becomes easy for you to communicate, to convey your thoughts. Correct? Now, during the narration, people are not aware, the candidates themselves are not aware as to what we should narrate. I mean, it's okay that we have a story, we are writing, we see a hazy picture. Based on that, we write some image, some story, and like once we write a story, we actually don't know how to write, what should the story contain, and apart from that, they are also not aware what all things to be included in the story. And apart from that, apart from writing your own story, you also got to know that some of the other stories, when you are discussing some of the other stories, some of the candidates who would be participating in your group, you should be aware of some of the other stories, like based on which you can give your opinion, based on which you can conclude something. Fine? In case if you are able to, and when you are able to conclude, when you are using your mind to ensure what other people have also told, then you can conclude, because then you come to know what is right, what is wrong. Correct? And when you come to know what is right, what is wrong, you have the capability of concluding things. Fine? Let's say, even if I say if you are daily watching newspaper, watching any news, or let's say you are reading newspapers, if you are not reading the newspapers, if you are not going through the newspaper, if you are not writing the date on which that incident has taken place, or I should say if you are not writing the facts and figures, then it becomes difficult. Then it becomes difficult for any candidate to clear. Fine. So narration part is a very important, unless and until you have the capability of concluding things. For that you got to have a good communication. Fine. Next, it is very easy for all of you to clear this. It is actually very easy. Sometimes people, candidates, find it very hard to go through the screening, and they consider यार और यार हमने तो वर्बल नॉन वर्बल भी अच्छा किया था, तो अब क्या करें. अब वो यही समझता रह जाता है कि हाँ मैंने वर्बल नॉन वर्बल अच्छा किया था, मैंने स्टोरी तो बहुत अच्छी बनाई थी, बट क्या वो चीज़ आपने बोला जो ज़रूरत थी? यदि नहीं, तो चांसेस ऑफ सक्सेस गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड. फाइन. We will be telling you each and every point concerning the screening in the coming days. Next is, we have got the psychological series. See, आज हम क्या कर रहे हैं, आज हम थोड़ा ऊपर से बता रहे हैं. फाइन. आज हम थोड़ा ऊपर से बता रहे हैं जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द रीज़न. अच्छा, ओके, ये कौन है? फिट सोल्जर जर्नी. गुड मॉर्निंग सर. गुड मॉर्निंग. यार आपका नाम नहीं पता चल रहा है. अरमान राजपूत हैज़ ऑल्सो सेड. हाँ, उसको समय दिखाई दे रहा है. फाइन. ओके. हु ऑल हैव जॉइंड? Who other people, any other candidate who had joined? Anybody else? I think candidates, okay, fine. Ayush has also joined. Okay, Ayush. Acha, we would be discussing about your WAT and other things also in the coming time. Let's first discuss about what all things would be conducted here at the SSB interviews, है ना? So then we will be discussing about WATs. Fine. Psychological series. And I would tell you, Ayush, in case if you are listening, you can get to know what all words are being used here in the process of writing a story or say WAT or SRT. Fine. We would be discussing some more SRTs also, and we would be discussing about the WATs also. Fine. Okay, psychological series. Let's come back here. We've got a TAT, that is thematic apperception test. It contains probably 11 to 12 images. आपको 11 से 12 images दिखा दी जाएंगी, और बेस्ड ऑन दैट आपने क्या करना है, पूरी की पूरी स्टोरीज़ को लिखना है. फाइन. आपने स्टोरीज़ लिख दी हैं. नाउ स्टोरीज़ में होता क्या क्या है? स्टोरीज़ में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है? इंट्रोडक्शन. सेकेंड थिंग क्या है? प्रॉब्लम. थर्ड थिंग क्या है? सॉल्यूशन. And fourth is appreciation. Appreciation is one of the important things which we will ensure. ठीक है. So these are the things which we would be ensuring: introduction part, problem, solution and appreciation. Now whenever we are writing a story, how to introduce, what all things to be spoken, mentioned in the stories. And apart from that, let me tell you, It is very, very easy to say. It contains only 4 to 4.5 minutes, within which you, the candidates, have to ensure that the stories are completely okay. That means you are a leader in all the pictures, in all the images, whatever images would be shown. You consider that you would be the one who would be considered the leader. Fine. बेटा थोड़ा फैन ऑन कर देना, वहाँ से फैन ऑन कर दो. Yeah. So you would be considered the leader, and thereafter what you would be doing is you will find a problem accordingly, whatever you have visualized according to yourself, and then you will also have to give a solution, and that solution is not supposed to be beating around the bush. ठीक है कि हम, और generally what do you write? You write what do you write? You write, you know, he worked hard and cleared his written exam. लिखते हैं ना हम ऐसे, हम आम तौर पे ऐसे ही लिखते हैं कि यार he worked hard and cleared his written examination. So you never mentioned only what kind of hard work he has done. That hard work, each and every step is supposed to be written. How you are going to go with that hard work? I mean, whenever you are preparing for your 10th class or 12th class examinations, I suppose you also would be making some timetable कि भैया मैंने इस टाइम पे पढ़ना है, इस टाइम पे नहीं पढ़ना है, इस टाइम पे खेलना है, इस टाइम पे रेस्ट करना है, इस टाइम पे क्लासेस अटेंड करनी है ना. जब हम इतना सब कुछ प्लान करते हैं तो ये तो हमारा करियर है ना. हमने अपने करियर को बिल्कुल एक बेहतरीन दिशा देनी है, एंड करेक्ट दिशा इज़ मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. अगर इफ़ यू रियली फील कि हाँ यार हो जाएगा पास, देन यू कैन गो. आई मीन इट्स ओके. बट इफ़ यू एक्चुअली फील कि नहीं यार, आई हैव सीन कैंडिडेट्स कोई 10 अटैम्प्ट्स, 12 अटैम्प्ट्स, 15 अटैम्प्ट्स दिए जा रहा है, ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि व्हाट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. एंड लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग मोर. It also depends your perception of looking at things and the age criteria. Whatever thinking is given, written on a piece of paper by the student of class 12th is not acceptable by the graduate student or a BTech student. A student who has moved out immediately just from the school, he has his own limitations, and in case the limitations are the same when you are doing your BTech or graduation or whatever. Fine. So please ensure this. Okay. So now comes to a problem solution. How you're supposed to write a problem solution and appreciation. Believe me, each and every point would be taught here. You can't fail. This is my way of thinking. If you ensure that you have to work hard, you won't fail. Fine. Next is TAT. After TAT is, we have got WAT, word association test. Now word association test, what kind of words are these? It contains words which are positive, which contains words which are neutral in nature, and it also contains certain words which are negative. Now, positive words can easily be, framed into a sentence. But in case if you have something negatives, it becomes difficult for any candidate to write what is to be written, how it is supposed to be written, how to reframe it. Out of, let's say, we've got some word, and out of these words, one word, if we write 5 sentences, which one would you choose? Okay, my camera is moving. Okay, fine enough. Achha, it is just moving because I've just put on the fan. काइंडली वो उसको थोड़ा कम कर देना यार, आवाज़ उसकी थोड़ी कम हो जाएगी तो ठीक रहेगा. और थोड़ा कम कर दो, एक और कम कर दो. यस, ओके, थैंक यू. सो where were we? Positive words can be easily made. Neutral words, still you can frame them into a positive, but negatives, it takes a bit of sense to write, to work hard and perform the best at the SSBs. Yes, my dear friends, that's true. Next, we come on to SRT, that is Situation Reaction Test. मैं एक स्टोरी के ऊपर, एक WAT के ऊपर, एक SRT के ऊपर वील डिस्कस इट ओवर. ठीक है ना, कैसे हम डिस्कस करते हैं, कैसे काम करते हैं, तो वो वील डिस्कस इट. सिचुएशन रिएक्शन टेस्ट. सी, लॉट ऑफ सिचुएशंस वुड बी देयर. यू माइट नॉट हैव इवन अंडरगॉन दोज सिचुएशंस, बट आपको आंसर तो लिखना ही पड़ेगा ना. अगर आप आंसर लिखते हैं, वेदर द आंसर इज मीनिंगफुल और नॉट, इट एंटायरली डिपेंड्स on the assessors. How do they assess? And a lot of in-depth things thought to be done on, which I suppose nobody would tell. But the facts is, gain something from your daily routine. That is, you must write your daily routine, whatever good you have done or whatever bad you have done, and try to improve day by day by doing good things in your life, helping someone, saving a life, or taking some sort of initiative. Please do that. Slowly and steadily you will come to know that the qualities of an officer, when we talk of, let's say, OLQs, slowly and steadily will come inside, will be adhered to, will be imbibed, so that you easily are accustomed to it, acquainted with that. So please do that. So one of the important things is daily routine. I am writing it separately. Daily routine. You can get your daily routine checked by me every day. You can forward your daily routine and you can get it checked. We can discuss over that. We will have a discussion on that. Fine. We will have, this is the channel, and on this channel only I would be coming up live. There would be some timings which I would be telling you, and that fixed timings we would be joining, and we would be discussing something with the candidates. Fine. So daily routine is most important. Second most important thing is your news writing. Now, why do we say it is news writing? Yeah, we can gain the information from the newspaper itself. We can also gain the information from the competition success review प्रतियोगिता दर्पण, इंडिया टुडे and what not. You've got n number of things to collect information from. Fine. Now, does it actually happen that the information which you have taken remains permanently stored in your brains? Is it so? No. Sometimes it happens that you forget things. And what is the requirement out there at the SSB? The important requirement is, facts and figures. Let's say the Prime Minister speaks about Jan Dhan Yojana, let's say, and in case if you are not aware as that the date on which he has spoken or that policy has been enforced, if you are not aware, then it is of no use going through the जनधन. भाई अगर आपको ये चीज़ जानकारी नहीं है कि फैक्ट्स क्या हैं और फिगर्स क्या हैं, तो आप खुद समझें. ये देखिए कि आप में और ठेले वाले में कोई फ़र्क नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वो ठेला वाला भी वैसे ही डिस्कस कर सकता है जैसे आप कर रहे होंगे. देन व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एन ऑफिसर, a normal ठेला वाला? It is the facts and figures. I'm not quoting anybody else because you yourself must be aware of कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनको इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं पता होती है, या इन्फॉर्मेशन पता होते हुए भी वो सही उसका इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पाते हैं. Now what I meant to say is, see, न्यूज़ राइटिंग में आपके पास सबसे ऊपर रिटर्न होना चाहिए डेट, कौन सी तारीख को आप ये न्यूज़ लिख रहे हो. Second thing is, write the headlines. Write only the headlines so that headlines अगर आपको पता चल जाती हैं तो you can ensure कि आप उसके नीचे का फैक्ट आपको पता चल जाता है. और नीचे का फैक्ट, that is if you are aware of the story, अगर आपको स्टोरी पता चल गई है तो then it becomes easy. And क्योंकि आपने ऊपर डेट लिखा है, this is the location where you have already mentioned the date, then it becomes easy for you to assimilate, to quote the dates, enforcement, facts and figures. As already I have told, आप तारीख के हिसाब से जब बताओगे तो वहाँ जो असेसर बैठा है वो आपकी सुनेगा. अंडरस्टूड? सो अब मैंने SRTs, ये जो हैं SRTs और WATs, दिस मे बी कनेक्टेड विद योर डेली रूटीन एंड योर न्यूज़ राइटिंग. अच्छा, जो मैंने अभी तक पढ़ाया है सब लोगों को सब समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है? थोड़ा मैसेज करो यार, इफ़ यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. समझ में आ रहा है? ओके, टाइप यस. हाँ, समझ में आ रहा है करके यू कैन टाइप यस. नहीं, अभी तक किसी का यस मुझे मिला नहीं है. ओके फाइन. ये एक आयुष का यस आया हुआ है पहले का. यस सर. ओके, आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी कि आज ये कैमरा मेरा मूव कर रहा है. आई विल इंश्योर दिस थिंग कि नेक्स्ट टाइम से कैमरा मूवमेंट नहीं होगा. फाइन. एनीबडी एल्स? आई सपोज you are writing, you are seeing, you are viewing this video. Okay, fine enough. ओके ओके ओके, ठीक है. आई हैव गॉट इट. ओके फाइन, ठीक है. तो व्हाट आई विल डू इज़ कि मैं इसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर देता हूँ. ठीक है. एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी कि आपको उल्टा दिखाई दे रहा है. एंड व्हाट आई विल डू इज़ कि इसको सीधा कर देते हैं. आकिफ कहाँ गया?
गया सर।
चला गया? ओके फाइन,
यार हमें
चलो आई मैं उसको ठीक कर देता हूँ, ठीक है, मैं उसको ठीक कर देता हूँ। ओके, अच्छा ये उल्टा दिखाई दे रहा है। अच्छा, दिस इज़ फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम आई एम डूइंग। ओके ठीक है, एक मिनट रुकना बेटा। ओके, नाउ इज इट ओके? हेलो, नाउ इज इट ओके? अच्छा उल्टा चल रहा था यार कैमरा तो। हाँ
इतना
नहीं, इसको अभी कंप्लीट करना है आपने, 10 मिनट और बैठ जाओ फटाफट, ठीक है। और इसको कंप्लीट होने के बाद आपको दूसरे सब्जेक्ट का कंप्लीट करना है स्कूल में। ओह वी यार, ये तो थोड़ा, दैट्स माय मिस्टेक। ओके फाइन, ओके ठीक है, थैंक यू अरमान, थैंक यू। नाउ इट इज़ ओके ना, फाइन। नाउ यू कैन properly write all the things, okay? You can write properly, don't worry. Okay, let's discuss some more things. आप ऐसा करो, इसको लिख लो एंड इसको कंटिन्यू करते हैं फिर हम। I'll give you some say 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, you write it properly. ओके आयुष, आई डोंट नो, आई मीन आई एम नॉट एबल टू गेट योर वॉइस, कैसे कर सकते हैं? जस्ट मैसेज मी ऑन दिस थिंग व्हाट्सएप। हाउ कैन वी डिस्कस, बिकॉज आई थिंक योर वॉइस इज नॉट कमिंग टू मी। हेलो, एम आई ऑडिबल? मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? ओके, लिख लिया है कंप्लीट? अरमान, अरमान हैव यू रिटन? इसका कैमरा थोड़ा सा इसको टेढ़ा करना पड़ेगा, लेट्स सी। ये कैमरा क्यों नहीं आ रहा यार? ओरिएंटेशन लॉक किया हुआ है, कैसे? है अमन, ओरिएंटेशन लॉक किया हुआ है बोल रहा है ये, और जबकि मैंने ओरिएंटेशन लॉक नहीं किया है। ये देखो ऑटो रोटेट किया हुआ है, और ये बोल रहा है कि लॉक वो किया हुआ है, ऑटो रोटेट ऑन। दिस इज दी प्रॉब्लम। ओके, अब वो इसी में आ रहा है, सिर्फ इतने ही साइज़ में आ रहा है, तो यही प्रॉब्लम है। नेवर माइंड, इसको ठीक करेंगे। ओके गाइस, टुडे वी स्टॉप हियर बिकॉज ऑफ सर्टेन इश्यूज, वी आर स्टॉपिंग हियर। अच्छा, कंप्लीट हो गया आपका? ओके फाइन फाइन, ठीक है। तो SRT आज साइकोलॉजिकल सीरीज़, और इसके बाद आई विल जस्ट कवर सम मोर थिंग्स. ओके, एटलीस्ट साइकोलॉजिकल सीरीज़ में कवर कर देता हूँ, बिकॉज साइकोलॉजिकल सीरीज़ आज कवर हो जाएगा तो देन इट विल बी गुड. नेक्स्ट इज SRT. SRT होता है, आप सिचुएशंस कोई भी मिलेगी तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट सिचुएशन कैन बी लाइक रोड एक्सीडेंट्स, ठीक है, थेफ्ट, ठीक है, एंड समथिंग कनेक्टेड विद द इंसिडेंट विद फीमेल्स, fire incidents, ठीक है, and much more. We would be discussing each and every we at least would be discussing say about 300-400 SRTs discussing. We will discuss it out. WATs 700-800 we will discuss. And TATs minimum 70 to 80 TATs we would be discussing. 70 to 80 TATs we would be discussing at our locations, ठीक है ना. Apart from this, when we talk of psychological series, we have something called, let me do it here, self description. Fine, we have self description. Now self description contains a small introduction of yours. Small intro, say 30 seconds. This also would be utilized where at the GTO series for 30 seconds of introducing yourself. 30 seconds for introducing yourself, 30 seconds, a small introduction. And second is what your number one teachers think of you, number two parents think of you. This is in case of NDA students who have not joined any job or any colleges. What your friends think about you, and maybe boss or your senior thinks about you. ये सारी चीज़ें मिला के if we think of, if we consider, ठीक है, if we consider इतना सब कुछ मिला के, और आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ साइकोलॉजिकल सीरीज़ में पूछा जाएगा. इसमें TAT में जनरली 11 to 12 पिक्चर्स दिखाई जाती हैं. फिर देन आपका हो गया WAT 60 वर्ड्स, 60 to 75, let's say 60 to 75 words, and SRTs same 60 to 75 SRTs. In generally 60 SRTs are being shown, but you never know. Fine. Now we make you capable of writing each and every word in the WAT. You will be easily able to write all the WATs once you are there with us, practicing hard. We are going to conduct at various levels, we are going to conduct tests. Next is SRTs. As already told, 300 to 400 SRTs would definitely be discussed so that you get acquainted. यार 10th क्लास के 11th क्लास के बच्चे जो 12th क्लास में आ गए हैं और वो NDA के लिए भर रहे हैं, अब उनको समझ में नहीं आता क्योंकि अभी तक वो पढ़ाई कर रहे थे. उनको क्या पता कि कैसे फायर सेफ्टी करनी है, कैसे हम इंश्योर करेंगे कि हाँ आगे हम कितना जल्दी हम प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, एंड व्हाट आर द वेरियस मेथड्स ऑफ सॉल्विंग एन इशू, सॉल्विंग अ प्रॉब्लम. That is okay. I mean, people also know, but fine enough. I mean, majority of them are actually not aware of. We would be teaching it that way. Don't worry. Fine. Next is, this creates, you've got this thing as, let's say, psychological series is 300 marks. Fine. Next comes your GTO series. GTO series. We are going to discuss about the GTO in detail in the coming classes, and we stop here today. In case if you have some queries, you can ask me. Ayush, you can be there on the show and you can ask me any queries in case it is there. Okay, Arman Rajput is asking, which entry did you join the army? I joined the army as almost equivalent to ND entry. Fine. ND entry. And it is also known as Army Cadet College. Army Cadet College. Fine. See, what you do is, in case of ND entry, you are being you do graduation and further you get inducted. For 1 year you will be there at the IMA, 3 years at NDA Khadakwasla, and further for 1 year at NDA, at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. Further, then you get commissioned after 1 year. That makes total of 4 years. Any other query? Okay. We will leave this lecture here only and hope that you would be improving day by day. Take care, all the best. Which regiment are you joined after commission? I joined, अच्छा, I could understand, but your language is a little bit, थोड़ा सा भाषा में राइटिंग में थोड़ा इशू आ रहा है. मैंने रेजिमेंट ऑफ आर्टिलरी, I joined regiment of artillery. Fine. Regiment of artillery. Artillery is the word. So that is it. Let me tell you, candidate. Let me apprise each one of you that you will definitely be ensured your success, but you need to work hard. Take care, all the best, bye bye.